is the 25th of July 2024. And I've got my trailer with me today, but it's full up with farm source. So once I've done that delivery, the trailer will be empty and I can get rid of it. I've got a Kaihau today, but it's only one delivery. So that's not going to take long. I'll have to leave my my trailer somewhere. I don't want to go out to there. So I don't know if they can take a trailer on that property, because I've never been there before. So I've got a lot of weight in my truck. I've got 8 pallets for New World, 7 of Coke. Heavy stuff, man. I'm just coming through Maurewa at the moment. I've got to climb the Maurewa hill to get over the top of it, and that's going to be a slow crawl up that hill because I'm heavy in my truck. If they go back to glass, if the Coke goes back to glass, and it's a possibility because the people who got rid of plastic bags in New Zealand, you know, in this country, they campaigned to get rid of plastic bags in supermarkets and they were successful. No more plastic bags. Now they're gearing up to go after plastic bottles, one-use bottles, and that is Coke. And if they are successful in getting those banned, then they're going to have to go back to glass, and my truck is going to get real heavy when I have to take pallets of Coke to New World or wherever. So yeah, it's good for Sammy because he gets paid by weight, so he'll be getting more money for exactly the same delivery because the glass weighs more than plastic. So that's all good for him. It's going to be a nice day today. There's a bit of fog around in the morning. That's because we've had a little bit of rain. Well, a lot of rain actually. And now that the fine weather's starting to come back, all of that moisture in the ground is just turning into fog as it gets burned off from the ground. So we'll go through that stage of fogginess until all the moisture drains out of the ground. And it'll be a crisp, chilly mornings, possibly even frosty, until the serious summer days start. It is chilly this morning, but I got shorts on, but it's alright. It's not that cold. I've been eating only once a day. I've been drinking water. But I haven't been feeling like breakfast or lunch, so I've just been having dinner. I don't know, I've been sleeping less too. So I don't know, some changes going on the older I get. But I've lost weight because I haven't been eating as much. But I haven't been feeling hungry. You know, I'm not starving myself. It's just I only like to eat when I'm hungry. Unless I go to the movies and I'll load up my chicken. Who doesn't? I took Tan to the movies the other day. Last thing we watched was that Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire, I think it's called. It wasn't that too long ago. And it's already on YouTube to watch. I thought, wow. Could it be I'm not going to the movies again? Save money? Just wait a few months and it's on YouTube. Man, here we go, crawling up this hill. I'm getting slower and slower. Come on, change down, change down. Oh no, there we go. Found a lower gear. Man, I'm doing 20 k's an hour up this hill. A lot of weight in my truck. Get steeper, get slower. Damn, come on. Come on, baby, you can make it. You can make it. You can't be overweight. I'm almost at the top of the hill. What else is happening? Oh yeah, Joe Biden's dropped out of the presidential race the other day. And they're hoisting up Kamala Harris, who's had a worse approval rating than Joe Biden. So I don't know how they think they're going to be successful with her. I mean, that's got to be a kick in the guts for her. Oh yes, yeah, they chose me. Yeah, they chose you to lose in the presidential race. That's what they chose you for. Nobody else wanted to step up and lose to Trump, so they shoved her up. That's what she doesn't realise. That's why she's there, to lose to Trump. Because nobody else wanted to stand up and lose to Trump. So she's it. I guess she doesn't care as long as she gets a paycheck coming in. I can't wait, man. Can't wait till Trump's president again. He's going to start mass deportations. And he's going to start carving out all of the agencies. NSA, FBI, CIA, you name it. Everyone who's ever gone after him, they're gone. All of the directors of all of those agencies, they're going to have to find more work somewhere else. Because their job is finished. Alejandro Mayorkas, who's in charge of the southern border, yeah, guess his job goodbye. I don't know what he's going to do. I wouldn't hire him. It's an absolute... What would you call him? One of these old names. Shaky. What is it? Well, every negative expletive I can't think of right now is him. He never tells the truth. Slimy, wormy. Yeah, you name it. He's every one of them. So he's gone. And I saw in an interview that Donald Trump's going to start striking all of the criminal cartels in Mexico. He's going to have to go and see that Mexican president and say, look, I need your support on this. You can aid us in giving us information, giving us intel in all of these organizations, the criminal cartels in Mexico, and Donald Trump's going to get rid of them for him. And the Mexican government will subsequently have more power over their own country. Because right now those cartels are running that country, not the government, not the Mexican government. Donald Trump will make that very clear to that Mexican president or prime minister, or what the hell they call him. And he's going to get the go-ahead. And he's going to bomb the shit out of all of those cartels. Yeah, that's going to be good. I wouldn't want to be one of those dudes. They better bury all of their money deep in the ground, because Trump's just going to blow all their money up, all of their assets, and get rid of a shitload of personnel. Because maybe 300,000 people each year are dying in America because of fentanyl that those criminal cartels are getting from China and bringing through the southern border into America. What, about 40,000 people died in the Vietnam War, Americans. In the Vietnam War. And just over 300,000 each year dying from fentanyl. Yeah, America's at war with the Mexican cartels. And they're going to make them feel it painfully once Trump's in office. China is going to be on board with the US because Donald Trump was all geared up to negotiate China to execute all of the drug dealers dealing in fentanyl, because they execute drug dealers over there. and he was all set to get that done with China, and then Biden got into office, and so that went by the wayside. So I reckon Trump's going to do that again. He's going to go to China, and he's going to go negotiate all of the suppliers to all of those criminal cartels, all of the suppliers that supply fentanyl. Yeah, they're going to be arrested, put up against a wall, and shot. So that's all good. The war in Ukraine, Trump reckons he's going to solve that in a day. Don't know how he's going to do that. I can't think of anything that he can do. But I still reckon he should demand an itemised account of what is it, over $100 billion has gone into Ukraine. And if I was Trump, I'd demand to know where every dollar went. We gave you that money, the US gave you that money. Now we want to know what you spent it on. How much of that was siphoned off into personal accounts. So, and that would have happened. I mean, it's one of the most corrupt countries on the planet. North Korea is gonna put the brakes on their nuclear program that they were going to kickstart again once Biden got in. Yeah, I can see Trump making another trip to North Korea to open up negotiations, open up trade with them, get to open up the country. God damn it! Because I've seen the programs of how those people live. I mean, they don't have the internet over in North Korea. Well, the general public isn't allowed it because they can see what the rest of the world looks like, and if they know that life can be different than what they are existing in, they would rise up against their government. And Xi doesn't want that, so he's keeping his general populace in the dark about how good things are for people overseas and how traumatic and bad their own society is. So hopefully he can get some trade negotiations going in North Korea and get him to open up his country a bit to make some changes, because if you're going to make some changes in a country, you have to start from the ground up, and that's the people. So the more information those people have, the more they're likely to demand change and force change if it comes to that. So a lot of changes once Trump becomes president. And I can't wait. It's my soap opera. I'm just worried that they're going to make another attempt on his life. Now, I had an idea that America has laser-based weapons in space. What happened in Hawaii to that town where cars were melting? The whole town burnt down, right? I forget the name of it. But the trees surrounding those houses survived. Hardly any damage on those trees. How does that happen? Why didn't the trees burn down? They were right next to the house. Because of directed energy weapons, lasers from satellite in space. Because all of Wright Palms were greased. Because the developers wanted to go in there and snap up all that land. Multi-million dollars at stake. So my suggestion, I'm going to try and put it online so the idea can get through to Trump. He's got to paint his Trump plane blue and Air Force One blue, because lasers, like if you had a color coded like red, orange, yellow, green, all of the colours on a board. I've seen it happen as an example online. All of those bands of colour, all of those colours, and this laser went along, burning all of those colours and what they were painted on, until it got to the colour blue, where the laser failed to burn through the material. The colour blue is laser proof. You can't burn through something if it's painted blue with a laser. You can't burn through it with a laser, right, Alan? if it's coloured blue. So I'm going to try and get some information put online to get Trump to paint his plane, his Trump plane that he travels around in, blue. So that bloody laser in space can't be used by those intelligence agencies, NSA or whoever controls that bloody thing, and to shoot down his plane. And subsequently paint Air Force One blue as well. So yeah, I'm not on Twitter X. I'm not on Facebook, so I'm gonna have to probably use my missus' phone. She's on Facebook and all of that, to put that idea out there to get Donald Trump to paint his vehicles blue, his transportation blue. It's really weird how blue can't be cut with a laser. I wonder what the physical parameters are as to why it doesn't. I should Google that later. Why doesn't blue burn under a laser? Yeah, I'll do that later. Zoe's got a new boyfriend. I forget his name. I hope it's not another weird one like Sam. That was a weird name. But yeah, I was going to talk to him on the phone, but all he said was hi, and that was it. That rubbed me the wrong way a bit. He didn't want to have a conversation with me. Well, he's never met me, but still, it comes down to respect. And he couldn't show me that little bit of respect, so yeah, I don't know about this kid yet. I've never met him. Jack, I think, is still single, doesn't have a girlfriend, and that's okay with me because women cost money. And if Jack wants to take some chick out, he's going to ask me for it. He's going to ask me for money so he can take his girlfriend out. So I'm very happy he doesn't have one. Biggest money drains there is kids, women, especially white women. Terrible. Warn Jack about them. Hopefully he listens to me, learns from my mistakes. I'm just about to my next delivery at the prison, in Norfolk prison. I've got one pallet for them. Then after that, it's off to Farm Source to get rid of my trailer. And then blast through the rest of my day. Man, I've got a lot of weight. It's a slight hill I'm going up and it's still crawling. Catch you on the next one. Later.